These soldiers are the elite. They're renowned for their skills in covert surveillance, close combat fighting, and hostage rescue. They're trained to operate in a wide range of situations and environments, including urban, jungle, desert, and mountain terrain. Much of the information about the SAS is highly classified, and the unit is not commented on by either the British government or the Ministry of Defense due to the secrecy and sensitivity of its operations. Joining the SAS demands a high level of commitment and dedication, and the willingness to serve in challenging and sometimes dangerous environments.
Los, los, los! Eindringen und räumen!
Wir haben nichts gefunden.
Das ist unmöglich. Weitermachen.
Jawohl.
Hello everyone, this is Hadi and welcome back as we start our playthrough of Hidden and Dangerous 2, a tactical shooter that was released in 2003 as a sequel to the original Hidden and Dangerous. Like its predecessor, it focuses on the British Special Air Service during the Second World War. It features similar gameplay concepts, which make it an exceptionally deep game of squad-based commando action. There is precise modeling of historical weapons and uniforms. The enemy behavior is more complex as they now become more intelligent and aggressive. We will have numerous methods of controlling our team and multiple valid ways of completing most missions. The difficulty level is determined mainly by the amount of damage our team members can take, so we have less margin of error as the difficulty level increases. So there is an easy walk in the park, normal Call of Duty, hard or frontline where our soldiers will take full damage, and very hard or war as hell where enemy shots become extra lethal. I wanted to choose war as hell, but I have to pick the frontline or hard difficulty because it has 3 save slots while there are no saves in the very hard level. So the saves will help me for the purpose of recording and montage. And also I'm not sure about capturing enemies in the very hard level. Maybe I'll try it later on another playthrough. That applies for both Courage Under Fire and Saber Squadron expansion. We can make more than one profile for the gameplay, and we can play single player or multiplayer through the LAN or internet. There's an option to see the recorded films. Let's check our setup configurations. Video setup. This is the highest graphics we can get. Audio. We have some great ambient sounds and music throughout the game. Other music soundtracks are fine, but the problem is that it repeats itself throughout the mission, which can kill the immersion, so I'll have to turn off the music and play it at some points. Let's check our control setup. The control keys are similar to the first game. The soldier can move forwards, backwards, strafe left and right, And now we can change our soldier's speed using the mouse wheel. And he can even lean left and right. Let's change the jump button into X like the previous game. Home for climbing, it's fine. Now we can change the stance using the right control and shift keys, but we can invert them to avoid confusion. So the shift is higher for crouching and the lower control for crawling. Left button for firing. We can press end now for the iron sight view. G for quick throwing of grenades. The brackets for weapon selection, and backspace to drop items. Now we can use the right mouse click and the middle button to open the command control menu and also to interact with objects and fixed weapons. There are some other keys to open the game info and player screen. Space for the tactical map and M for the overview map. I for the inventory. B for binoculars. Let's change the camera key to plus like in the first game to change between the first and third person views. There are keys also to open the chat. Let's change the handbrake into right alt for vehicle control. Here we can also select soldiers using numbers and use the numerical keypad to give orders to individual soldiers or the whole squad. There are also shortcuts for the tactical map. I see no point in playing as a lone wolf, as it's a team-based tactical shooter game. Carnage mode requires killing all the enemies, which is something I'm not interested in. I wish there had been better challenges, like keeping all the squad members alive or completing all the main and optional objectives. So we play through the campaign mode. We have a roster of 30 SAS commandos to comprise up to a 4-man team for each mission. They are highly skilled but not identical. Each one has different strengths and weaknesses, expressed through a number of stats. We can choose the commandos best suited for various tasks according to these attributes and skills. There is also a brief biography associated with each one. Let's have a brief look at each stat. Health determines how much abuse a soldier can take. High health means the commando is more likely than average to survive a bullet wound or explosion. It's recommended for any soldier who will be getting up close and personal with the enemy. Strength is rated in kilograms. A soldier's strength rating is simply the number of kilograms that he can carry, so it's useful in missions that involve carrying heavy weapons. Endurance determines how far and how fast a soldier can move before becoming tired. A commando's endurance bar decreases when performing strenuous activities like sprinting, jumping, or firing a weapon, and in turn it affects weapon recoil and accuracy. Shooting skill is as beneficial to everyone as health. If the entire team can fire their weapons accurately, we have a better margin of error in our missions. Stealth affects team members' ability to avoid making noise and blend in with the surroundings. This is critical if we want to stay unnoticed at close range with the enemy. First aid indicates how proficient a soldier is at healing his teammates. The team member with high rating for first aid should be the medic, as he knows how to use them efficiently. Lockpicking determines how adept a soldier at bypassing locked doors. It's the least efficient skills for typical missions. With active participation of squad members throughout the campaigns, they can rank up and gain more experience, boosting the skills they have practiced. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching and see you later in the bootcamp training.